Hey guys, what is going on? DTBG here, coming at you with another video because I have nothing better to do. And today we're gonna be doing a commentary on the Call of Duty community and why they purchase the game every year and why they are always tricked into buying a game that isn't necessarily good. Now, I really like Black Ops 2. I thought that was a really good game. Some people may disagree, but that was probably one of my favorite Call of Duties. Call of Duty Ghosts was not a good game at all. That was probably the worst Call of Duty game ever made, and the only reason though was because of how bad the maps were. The maps were very poorly designed. And then the other thing is that and then for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, it's better than Ghost, except the only problem is that it's way too chaotic and it's hard to have any strategy when you play that game. So anyway, basically what I want to talk about today is just how the community is tricked like every single year into purchasing Call of Duty. This is why Call of Duty never dies. The first thing is because of the commentators, and I'm not trying to bash on commentators like LEA or Team Martin, because this is their job and they're enjoying doing what they love, which is playing video games. But the thing is and I don't believe that they're being paid by Activision either to say good things about the game. But Activision, when they fly them down there, they give them an extremely good treatment. They give them a nice hotel. They show them around the Activision studios, and they let them play the game. And because of that, they want to go back the next year. So they really don't want to say anything bad about the game because they want to be invited again. And also, even though they may not be aware that the Call of Duty game is not very good, and that's because first of all, they're not playing with the casual community at all. They're playing with other people that don't use cheap setups, and a lot of the cheap setups are not available to you when you're playing the beta version of the game. And they're also, I think what commentators are doing is they're getting confused between a good experience visiting Activision and a good experience playing the game in general. So what they do is they have good experience going to Activision and playing the game, but even if they don't have a good experience playing the game, they don't necessarily notice that because they were having so much fun being with people that enjoy the same thing that they do. So that's another thing that is an issue, and even if they're not directly at fault, it's still a problem. Another thing that's a problem is the 3 developer cycle, and with the 3 developer cycle, even if you do not enjoy, even if you didn't enjoy the last installment of Call of Duty, you're still pressured to buy the next one because since it's a 3 developer cycle, this next developer may make a better game, or it may be different, and you can't really go and base a game made by a different developer on the next game that's coming out. So that's why a lot of people go and buy the next Call of Duty game, and that's why I actually bought Advanced Warfare, was because I believed it would be better than Ghost, which it was, but it wasn't very much better than Ghost. And they always speak innovation. They always talk about how they're changing the game for the better, and just that in general just tricks people, especially people who have not played Call of Duty before, or people who are completely new to the way that Activision advertises its product, which they always speak innovation all the time. Another thing is that since it's Call of Duty, people are gonna buy it basically every single year, and I like to relate that to the Super Bowl. And even if the Super Bowl doesn't have any teams that you really enjoy or care about, you're still gonna watch the Super Bowl anyway because it's the Super Bowl, and that's kind of the exact same with Call of Duty. You're just gonna purchase the game because it's Call of Duty and everybody else is purchasing it. And another problem is the pre-order bonuses, which people are always tricked into purchasing the pre-order bonus because they feel like they'll be getting a better deal, and that's not necessarily the case. The reason why that's not necessarily the case is because the pre-order bonuses, even though you are getting something extra with the game, You're basically telling the developer that no matter what pile of crap they give to you, you're going to purchase it no matter what. And that's a problem because it lowers the quality of the game altogether, and it makes it a lot worse than it can be. And then the last problem is the season passes, which if you buy the season pass, that's about $50 that you shell out of your pocket. And it doesn't always mean that you're even going to play the entire game at all, because the game may turn out to be a pile of garbage, and then you spent $50 for nothing on a whole bunch of maps that you're never going to play. But the thing is that all of the developers, none of them care if you play the game or not, because you just gave them an extra $50. So you basically paid for the game twice when you're not even really going to play the game at all. And that's a real big issue, because no matter what the quality of the game is that they make, it's not always going to be a good game, and it may just turn out to be really terrible. Now, this next installment of Call of Duty, I don't know if I'm going to purchase it or not. The problem is I'm kind of stuck between the three developer thing, and it may make me purchase the next game just because I like Black Ops 2 so much. So anyway, guys, that is my reason for why I feel like the community is tricked into buying Call of Duty every year. And I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.